Hey, everybody, it's Debbie Williamson. I just saw some really interesting data from two different sources, very different sources, that I wanted to get right in front of you. The first one is from the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. Yes, the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis publishes data about consumer AI behavior. The other one is from Forrester. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, the big takeaway here from the Federal Reserve Bank is that now more than half of US adults have used generative AI. And that's up 10 points from last year's study. So, huge increase, and something that I'm definitely paying attention to. Another thing to point out, and I love a really good tech comparison. At this point in the development of generative AI, consumer usage is already far surpassing the usage of both the personal computer and the internet. So think about that. Generative AI is trending up faster than two devices, two technologies that have become fundamental to how we experience our lives. What's also striking in the Federal Reserve Bank study is that personal use of AI is increasing much faster than work use of AI. As a matter of fact, it's up 13 points year over year compared to just 4 points for work usage. So, this is a trend that I've been paying attention to because obviously, the more likely it is for people to use AI personally for decision making or to shop, the more likely it is that it's going to impact their everyday decisions. Well, next up, we have a study from Forrester that deals with a topic that's really near and dear to my heart, which is the disclosure of AI. It's something that I've studied with IA.A, and I'm actually going to be doing another study, which will be out early next year, that looks at consumers' attitudes towards disclosure of AI generated advertising. But back to the Forrester study, the big takeaway for me here was that 3 in 4 adults want content that's created by AI, marketing content that's created by AI, to be disclosed. I think that's a huge opportunity for brands to be honest and open and transparent about how you're using AI and to consider disclosing, not with maybe a label, but something that actually weaves the AI disclosure into the content and helps people to be educated and understand why AI is being used and what it means for them. So, what do these two studies tell me? Well, first of all, they tell me that AI is reaching mass consumer adoption. And second of all, that tells me that brands should really start thinking, if they haven't already, their search strategies, their content marketing strategies, how they reach consumers across the consumer journey. And finally, the big takeaway for me on disclosure is yes, consumers want that. They don't want to be fooled. They don't want to be tricked. They want to understand where AI fits into their lives. So, what's the takeaway for you as a marketer? Remember, trust is a competitive advantage. The more that people are using AI, the more that they're experiencing it, the bigger the opportunity you have to make trust a foundation of how you use AI and how you interact with consumers when they're using AI. So thanks for watching. If you'd like more data and insights just like this, please follow me on LinkedIn and also follow me on sonatainsights.com, where I post regularly about consumers, AI, and the transformation of marketing. See you next time.